Time running out here on the play clock. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's Charles. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Able to get away. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. gun now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 18-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there. 46 yards. Here's a give. Left side. It's Charles. They juked him. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz. Charles. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They pitch it to Charles. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Back to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Sharif Floyd able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Ware in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelce there on that play, and it's third and short.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. DeMarcus Ware in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. Caught. Kelce, left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And it's complete. Henry. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down, 8. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he steps away, shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll drop the throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good enough for the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. Room here to run. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. 30, the 20, 10, and touchdown. Jamal Charles, 81 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-6 plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. But he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game. And when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-6s in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Well, now they'll try the end around, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped.